Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Shaman King, which is on episode 25 of the 2021 version or the reboot version. This episode right here was actually pretty cool in a certain sense, and we get to know Asaka Hao's power, you know? Eventually, we see to it that Hao's spirit actually turned into water, you know? Spirit of fire turned into water whatsoever, and we get to know how his power works. It's like he has control over the earth, fire, water, and metals, I believe. And then, in addition to that, there's a conflicting thing about these elements. But if you understand how to use them, then you can unlock the power of that nature's secret. Hal turns himself into water, or he has his spirit turned into water in order to defend himself from the crazy giant explosion. Hal was actually surprised to see how they managed to make him use this kind of power or technique. So in exchange, he ends up devouring the three ex-laws for actually showing that kind of will, and decides to devour them whatsoever, you know. As for the lady who looks over the shaman fights whatsoever, she says there's nothing else we can do. Right now, this guy, he actually stole the great spirit of fire many years ago that belonged to the Patch tribe whatsoever, you know? And that alone is not a good thing. But we can't do anything now and just oversee the fight. However, for Silva, he ends up having to get some information thanks to the announcer whatsoever, but he has to deal with this himself. He knows that guy had some kind of blood running through him that's the same as him, and he has to deal with it. I guess Silva, even though he's supposed to be true neutral and must not interfere with what's going to happen, I guess his own ways of doing things overrides his mind. But without him realizing, there's two people spying on him or heard what he's going to do. As for Yo, he ends up talking to his friends about Asaka Hao whatsoever and what he is. He's like, he's my big brother whatsoever. Even Anna knew that they were gonna react in a certain way, but we have to it that Horo Horo, or our icy spirit boy or nature spirit boy, he says, there's no way we're going to ignore this, you know? We have to figure out how to do this together. And honestly, I can understand why Yo did not want to involve him in this. Because how? I mean, his power to control the nature's elements, you know, fire, water, metals, earth, etc. And I think there's one more, sorry. He ends up, in other words, Hal is very powerful. We've seen that, and now we've seen this again, how he's able to manipulate the nature's elements within himself whatsoever. He's able to do a lot of things, and every time he fights, he gets stronger, you know? That kind of thing. Which is why Yo did not want to involve him in this. And we get to see Yo's grandfather and Anna's Anna's teacher whatsoever, or should I say two old people talking about what happened that day, you know? We had to eventually, that we get a flashback of Yo's grandfather having to realize that Hal is going to reincarnate within his daughter's womb, or should I say, going to be my daughter's child, and I have to kill him. Although I can understand where they're coming from, they're about to do something that's going to be very heinous, you know, killing a baby, you know, I mean, it's going to freaking do a lot of crazy stuff. But, you know, if Hal's going to be resurrected and become a evil of catastrophe, then that's their only excuse. But they couldn't do it, and of course the great spirit of fire ends up taking Hal and says, you know, there's another half of me that has that power, and that is the one you have in you, which is Yo, you know, and says, take care of the baby. One day I will reclaim that other half of my power someday and go head to head with him, you know. And we later on get to know about Yo possessing possibly the same power as Hal, and that Yo's grandfather wants to train him in order to fight Hal or to stop his madness or something, you know? Because we all know what Hal's goal is. He wants to be Shaman King with the powerful, strongest spirit allies and exterminate humanity, you know? Although, I don't understand why he wants to still go that route. I was told in the discussion that, well, at first, I thought it might be because Hal in the reincarnation must have gone through a tragic past where he's been betrayed by humanity more times than he could count or something, but yeah, caused him to go mad and wants to kill all of humanity. But I was told like there's actually a deeper story into it. There's actually a deeper story into Hal than that, than him possibly being betrayed and all tragedy or something. But hopefully I'll get to know that soon. But I don't care how long I have to wait. But one thing for sure is that Hal, he's no joke, man. I mean, like if he's able to manipulate the nature's elements into his own favor or into his own way or something, then I guess he really is powerful and strong and that maybe Yo might be the only guy to stop him. But the way how Yo is right now, I'm really gonna say it right now, Yo does not stand a chance against him right now. I mean, for Hal to be able to manipulate the freaking elements whatsoever, that's pretty crazy, man. I mean, I don't see any other character could do that. What better way to ask for a good antagonist like that? But that aside, preview next episode is called Mikihisa Typhoon. So yeah, so looks like to me, yeah, Hal's power, no joke. I mean, he's really really strong, and they're gonna have to find a way how to fight him. But I don't know how that's gonna turn out. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace out. Bye bye. Ta-ta-da!